Okay, it looks like we are recording and we are live. So, first of all, let me just say thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit here and watch this presentation. It is my firm belief that you are going to walk away with a ton of valuable information. Let me start by saying a couple things up front. I, unlike other online presenters, don't just give you a lot of theory and give you part of the solution. I am giving you everything that I have today, meaning that you can walk away from this presentation and implement exactly what I teach. But I also do want to say this, and I want to say it up front, is while I'm giving you the entire system that you or your team can implement, I am also selfishly going to offer you a package where I do it all for you. So let's just get that I don't want to throw any surprises at you or anything like that. Again, you don't need that package. Of course, I want you to. I do want you to take it, but I am giving you everything that you need to implement the system 100% right up front. So just sit back, relax. This is not going to be a very long presentation, just enough to give you what you need. I can see from the registrations and the people that are on right now that we have people from all over the country here. I see Texas, that's my home state. I'm in Houston. I see Oklahoma, California, Maine, Florida. Wow, we have a lot of people on, and again, I just truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us and do this with us. So let me give you a quick story as to why and how this all came about. I recently sold my house. Actually, let's back up just a little bit. Over the years, I have generated well over 1 million leads online. And up to this point in time, all of those leads were generated through an arbitrage system. Let me explain real quick what that means. That means that I was paying for online traffic, sending that traffic to a form, people would complete that form, and then I would broker that information that came in on that form to a third party who did not know how to generate traffic for more than I was paying for the traffic to begin with. So I was arbitraging between generating traffic and then selling the leads. So it was online lead generation. During this process, and mind you, I've been doing this for about 16 years, so I'd refined the system to the nth degree. Most industries that I dealt with paid a lot per lead. I think the lowest industry that I dealt with, that I still deal with, was paying about $20 per lead, and that was car dealerships. Lawyers and different types of lawyers, personal injury attorneys, have paid upwards of $500 per hot lead. So when I stumbled upon the system that I'm sharing with you today, I got really excited because instead of having to spend so much money, dollar in, dollar out scenario, I realized that through a very special way of generating traffic online for virtually free, it really is going to break down to about $1 per lead cost. I was able to generate leads for industries that weren't accustomed to paying, extraordinarily large amounts of money like lawyers on a per lead basis, and that opened the doors to me jumping into different industries like exterminators or pest control companies, most service providers, AC, anything like that, any type of service that you would hire somebody to come out to your house. We were able to start generating leads for those people. And then here I am selling my house just recently, and the broker that we were using, or the agent that we were using, she was telling me, I just asked her, how do you generate your leads? And she said, well, most of them come in from her broker, or more often than not, she has to attend a ton of social gatherings and really get her name out there and really do a lot of face-to-face and a lot of personal selling. Well, that to me, I thought was, I understand it completely. I mean, I do. Everybody needs to do that at some point in time or another. But I opened her eyes to another way of generating leads, and that was through online marketing. And when I first said online marketing, she said, gosh, I'm approached weekly by at least a dozen companies trying to sell me online lead generation services. And I've used a few, but none of them really panned out. And so I asked her, I said, well, what if you could just do this yourself with very minimal effort and just see for yourself how it works? And, she said, well, of course, if I have the resources to do it, I'll implement it. And so I showed her the very same system that I'm about to show you today. She had a few questions before she could actually implement it, which I think you probably will too, and we'll address those at the end of this presentation. And lo and behold, within 2 weeks, she started getting 1 to 2 phone calls of hot buyer or seller leads every single day. Basically, now she is telling me, we're only about a month into this, she's telling me now that she totally plans on scaling back a lot of the lead generation that she was doing, direct postcards to people's mailboxes and stuff like that, just hoping to get hot leads. And the fact of the matter is she's paying much less now on a per lead basis than she does from any other effort. So that's how big this is, and that's why I'm showing it to you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to double your current buyer and seller leads. And mind you, my presentation skills, yes, this is a PowerPoint, and yes, this isn't in presentation mode, but you know what? I think it's the content that matters. It's not so much the quality of how I'm delivering this content to you. I just wanted to get it out to you fast. You legitimately are the first people to ever see this. This presentation anyway. So my name is Keith Baxter. I'm the founder and CEO of Lead Generation for Agents. I have, like I said, I've generated over 1 million leads across multiple industries for the better part of the past 16 years, so I do know a thing or two about what I'm doing here. Our only focus is to double the leads for real estate agents through innovative online marketing systems, and we're not talking about search engine. I mean, yes, we do deal with search engine optimization, but that's not what this is, essentially. We are taking advantage of the search engines. Yes, we do that, but we're not paying for leads. We're simply setting up simple lead magnets. We'll call them lead magnets that get people interested, that happen to rank well in the search engines, and happen to make people call you. That compels people to call. So I guarantee you've never seen anything like this before, and this is certainly not being pitched by any other agencies out there. So in this brief presentation, I'm going to show you an innovative system that will have both buyer and sellers contacting you within days. Again, the initial case study that we did had phone calls, starting within 2 weeks. Now, here is why I have not jumped into this market in the past. Did you know, and chances are you do, that most agents are pulling down less than $40,000 per year? This surprised me when I came across this statistic, and it was verified by our very own agent. Most, apparently about 80% of real estate agents just aren't killing it like, we're led to believe, by the media. So one of the things that fascinated me in the past when we have thought about jumping into brokering leads for real estate agents is that most agents weren't willing or capable of spending a lot of money on leads. Well, that, unfortunately for us, that just didn't lend itself well to the type of leads that we're generating, because we had to pay for the leads ourselves and then resell them. And if a real estate agent was only willing to spend, say, $3 on a per lead basis, that means we had to generate that lead for, say, less than $2 to make it profitable for us. And in most cases, that just wasn't possible. But with this new system, it makes it possible and entirely realistic for agents that are just starting out or agents that have not had the success that they wish they've had up to this point to generate leads to them, allow them to become a bit more successful. So I'm excited, and I think you will be too. Okay, so based on my own interactions with agents, it has nothing to do with competence, and of course my spelling is horrendous. This is a live presentation, so we're simply not going to worry about that. But it has everything to do with marketing. Let me ask you something. When you became a real estate agent, did you want to be a marketer or did you want to be a real estate agent? Just type into the question box below which one you wanted to be when you became a real estate agent. And I am willing to bet that your answer is you wanted to be a real estate agent. Otherwise, you would have gone to marketing school and got an MBA or something, other than going through all the real estate training and getting all your licenses in order to do that. So the sad fact is that once you become a licensed real estate agent, you find that 80% of your time is spent actually marketing yourself and your services, and the other 20% actually doing what you want to do. My goal is to switch that ratio around. I want you to spend 80% of your time doing what you want to do and what you're good at, and that's selling, or selling homes, representing buyers and sellers, instead of being a marketer. Maybe 20% being the marketing part. Okay, so there we go. I'm a little ahead of myself. I would venture to say that 99% of agents became agents because they wanted to be agents and make the kind of money that top agents make, not become marketers. That's just the reality. So can you relate to what I just said? Just type in yes or no into the question box below. Just let me know. Can you relate to that? I am seeing a lot of yeses coming in fast. So good. At least we're on the right track here. I'm going to make you a promise right now, and it's a big one. Implement what I'm about to share with you, and you will find that you won't have to market your services at all, or at least 1/10 of what you do now. That's a big promise, and I'm going to just hold me to it. You're going to see why. Not only that, but you will position yourself as being the only agent buyers and sellers in your area want to work with. There is a little known authority boosting tactic that goes along with this system that I'm about to show you. There are tons of agents in your area. But let me ask you something. When you think about those agents, you think of a couple that stand above the rest, and it's not so much in the fact that they sell more houses. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But they carry themselves with authority, and they speak with authority, and they're looked at as an authority in your marketplace. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? Why are they perceived as an authority and you may or may not be? Well, follow the system, and that just kind of, and I hate to use the word magically because it's kind of a goofy word in the context of a presentation like this, but it just seems to happen that way. You also become an authority based on your positioning. And that is a nice little side effect of what I'm about to show you. And let me say this. If I don't deliver on what I promise, then I will, and here's where this is kind of funny, I'm going to have to figure out something to add. I'm going to have to, if I don't deliver on this, just hold me to it. Maybe I'll send you a nice little gift in return. Just if you implement what I'm about to show you, and for some reason it just doesn't work, just call me out on it, and I'll send you a nice little gift in the mail, just as a way of saying thanks for being on this presentation. And I don't know what that gift is right now. I haven't really thought it through so much, but it will be worth your while, and it will be totally at my expense because, quite frankly, this does not fail. So let me ask you something. And just type into the box below if you've ever heard of YouTube. I just want to hear yeses or nos. If you're saying no, then chances are you're on the wrong presentation to begin with. But yes, everybody's heard of YouTube. Everybody has heard of YouTube because it's the third most visited site in the world behind Google and Facebook. That's how much traffic YouTube gets. What I'm about to show you is how to leverage the third most searched site in the world to be your automated marketing machine. Okay, let me give you the entire system. Break it down. 5 simple steps. The system is you're going to create an optimized YouTube and Google Plus account. You're going to create 5 or more videos and upload them. Quality does not have to be perfect. Get over the fact that you have to hire a video crew for thousands of dollars to make quality videos. It is not necessary, and I have proved it time and again. You're going to optimize the title and descriptions for each video based on a very specific formula that my team has innovated over the last several years and continues to innovate constantly. Then you're going to syndicate those videos through various social platforms. Everybody's heard of social platforms these days. Did you know that there are hundreds of social platforms, with only maybe 2 or 3 dozen being the most popular? Without this knowledge, you may be syndicating your videos to the wrong place, and you may get no results out of this. But when you understand the system in its entirety and you understand where you actually need to syndicate, now you're expanding your reach from a simple just YouTube and maybe even Google Plus to dozens of other web properties that all rank, and creates a synergistic effect of getting your phone number, your video, your message out to a mass group of people. And then you're going to generate high quality links to each video. So earlier I said that this has nothing to do with search engine optimization. Well, I said it has a little bit. Now you can see why, because the last part is a bit search engine-y, if you will. Yes, I just made up that word. That's fine though. But that's where you are going to now take your video, you're going to syndicate it out to mass Web 2.0 platforms, you're going to get the exposure of that, and then you're going to boost the value of those properties by getting links from other properties. And then the end result of that is your videos being boosted up in Google. So somebody comes and types in, Houston real estate agent or whatever search terms we decide upon, your video pops out among all of the top 10 search results that come up, because not only do we have your phone number and the title of the video, we also have a thumbnail of that video in the search results. So you have 10 search results. One of them has a video thumbnail, and it has a very, very, very compelling call to action associated with it. Which what are you going to do? Are you going to click on the link, the number 1 or number 2 listing in Google because this number 1 or number 2? Or are you going to look for the one that's the most compelling, that stands out and captures your attention? Well, you're going to grab the one that captures your attention. It's human nature to do that, and that's exactly what we're exploiting. So let me elaborate on each step and just show you how simple this can be. Okay, step number 1. Create an optimized YouTube and Google Plus account. Not much needs to be said about this. Just create a Gmail account that's dedicated to this project. From there, you will be able to create a YouTube account that's associated with that Google Plus account and Gmail. And it's important to do this separate from your personal account. You do not want to run this system from your personal account. Not that there's anything nefarious going on there, but it's just best to keep all projects separated. I have found that some people can get a little aggressive whenever they're doing the promotion side of these YouTube videos, and if you're not careful like we are, and you get too aggressive with it, bad things can happen, like your YouTube account can be banned. Well, if you have personal stuff in there, nobody likes that. So just keep it all separate. Better be safe than sorry. Okay, next step. Step number 2, create 5 videos and upload them, and quality doesn't have to be perfect. You can create as few or as many videos as you want. The more you create, the more videos people will see and thus call you from. We've found 5 to be a good amount to start with, and the key is to make a call to action for the video. If you are selling a house in Houston, Texas, then make sure to give us a call at 713-555-5555 first. You don't even need to appear on camera. We found kinetic, and the kinetic videos, just do a search on Google for what a kinetic video is and you'll see what that looks like. Or whiteboard videos, and I guarantee you've seen these. They're everywhere right now. It's all the rage. You don't even need to present or speak on these videos. This is a key point that I want to hammer home. A lot of people feel that they need to dress up in their finest suit, hire an expensive camera crew, get on camera and be super slick and professional, just so they are presented with this super professional authority on camera, then upload it to YouTube. They've spent thousands of dollars on the process only to find that nobody looks for them. Let me tell you, that's ass backwards, and I'm calling it like I see it, because frankly, the lesser quality videos shows that you are a real person. That is key. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to look good. And then it's the promotion, which is everything. Okay, now we're going to generate high quality links to each video. You've created the videos. You've optimized them. Now, how in the world are you going to do some promotion to them? Now it's time to give them a shot of steroids and make Google notice them. Okay, this is done through backlinks. We talked about this a little bit earlier. The higher and more relevant the links are that point back to your video, the higher Google will rank it, giving you massive exposure and having your phone ring as much as possible. So you're going to be generating so many leads through this, at least in the experience that we're seeing through the agents that are currently implementing this. Our own agent being the first, and several others have jumped on board and they're seeing the exact same thing. You're going to be passing leads on to your coworkers. So there's a resource called Fiverr.com. You can get your backlinks there. Now let's talk about optimizing and the titles and descriptions for each video. This is important. Okay, so this is one part that everybody gets wrong. Again, I apparently cannot type very well, and being a live presentation, you're seeing all of this live. So hey, there we go. This may be the most important part of your system. Your title for your video needs to be structured like this. oops, Houston real estate agent, separated, phone number, separated, Houston real estate agent. The key is your keyword, your primary keyword, which we're trying to rank for and get noticed, needs to be listed twice, okay, with your phone number in the middle. Your description needs to start with your keyword and then a call to action with your phone number. And this may not be the best call to action. This is what we're using now with some success. It's very simple, and it works. And then here's something else that nobody seems to know, followed by a 500-ish word article about real estate in your area. So most people, they create a YouTube video, they'll upload it, they'll drive some links to it, but in the title and description are, hey, we're a real estate agent in Houston, call us. And the phone number may not be a tracked phone number. There may be no way to even tell what leads are coming in through YouTube, so nothing's even tracked. The description is maybe a phone number, maybe a URL, but they don't go the step further and add content to the video, which is highly, highly important. Again, really, this is step 3, I believe, in the 5-step series that I sent you earlier. You need to syndicate your videos to various social platforms. You now need to promote these highly optimized videos. Posting the video to your new Google Plus account is a great start. Make sure you post to as many Web 2.0 properties as you have access to. Here's a tip. So the other slide was a bit out of place here about the generating links, and I referenced Fiverr.com. Let me tell you a little bit about Fiverr right now. This is a place that you can get gigs or jobs, if you will, for just $5 a pop. You can get people to do almost anything for $5. So all you would do is you go to Fiverr, and in their search box you type in something like, promote video promotion, something along those lines, and then look for one that mentions social promotion in their description. For $5, you can get them to promote your video to the social networks, and oftentimes, since that's what they're doing mainly for a job, you will be on the cutting edge of the social promotion. So they will determine what the most relevant social platforms are, and they will be the ones that then get your videos listed there. So big tip. I hope you wrote that one down. Okay, so there we go. And then when implemented, this little series of steps that I just mentioned to you is a game changer. So let me just recap this for you. So you're going to create videos. You're going to use kinetic or whiteboard style videos. 30 seconds to a minute. Doesn't have to be much. The whole point is to push your phone number and a call to action. I have a formula for the videos that we create for clients. It's formulaic and it works. So I will tell you that I use both whiteboards, kinetic, and another type of video, but it does not matter. You can also go to Fiverr.com, which I just mentioned, and have videos created for you for $5. It simply does not matter. As long as you stick to kinetic and whiteboard, you will be okay. Once you have that video created, you're going to want to optimize the title. Remember, keyword, phone number, keyword, and the description. Keyword, phone number, 500-word article. Okay, that's important. That's key. That's very, very key here. And then from that point, you're going to then have that video syndicated out through Web 2.0 properties, again, using Fiverr.com, like I just mentioned, and then followed that up by getting links, which you can also get on Fiverr.com. Just do search engine promotion in the search bar on Fiverr, and you will then have plenty, probably several thousand listings that you can buy links that then get your video bumped up in Google alone. So not only is your video syndicated across multiple Web 2.0 properties from the first Fiverr gig, it's then boosted up in Google's very own search engine through another Fiverr gig. So really, if you want to look at it this way, a video you can have done on Fiverr for $5. The optimized description may take you an hour, 2 hours tops to do for each video. You can do that yourself, and I recommend you do that yourself. You do need to get a tracked phone number so you know which leads are coming in from the video promotion directly. And that's a part of the service that we do provide. But I believe that you can go to places like, even Google Voice can give you a phone number that can happen. Ring Central, I think for $20 a month you can get a phone number that's tracked. So just use a tracked phone number so you can at least scientifically track how your leads are coming to you. And then for $5 you get your social promotions done, and another $5 you get your Google video promotion done. You repeat those steps each month, and you've got the entire system. realize that I am a big fan of simplicity. If the simpler a system is, oftentimes the more effective it is. And I'm sure you've seen the exact same thing in your own promotional efforts. The more you try to complicate something, the less often that very complicated system works, or at least breaks down multiple times throughout the process. So what I've innovated here through just very simple tweaks, especially when it comes to the promotion side of this and the description side of this, is it's a video marketing lead generation system on steroids. While other agents might know some of this process, less than 0.05%, totally made up number, I'll admit that, know the entire process. And that's where you now have the advantage. You have been given a secret. You've been given the keys to a kingdom. It's what you do with this information. And one of the things that I could see happening here is that you may say, one, this is too hard for me to do. I don't have the time to do it. I just don't know if it's going to work for me. Let me tell you this. It works. It's proven to work time and again. Implement it. You're talking, just to test this out, it's a couple $100 and maybe a few hours of your time, really. And what's the worst that could happen? If it doesn't work, let me know. If you haven't generated your first lead in 2 weeks, I'll send you a nice little gift in return. But what if your time does not allow for you to create the accounts, generate videos, optimize those videos, and ultimately promote them, or you're not comfortable using Fiverr like I mentioned? That's where my company shines, and I mentioned this earlier in the presentation. We specialize in creating this process for agents. Your time is valuable, so we are the secret weapon outsourcing team that won't break the bank. So here's what we'll do for you. We'll create a dedicated phone number that will allow you to keep track of the effectiveness of the campaign. We'll create, at least in the way that we're doing it now, we're creating a lot more than 5 engaging videos that gets viewers to call that phone number that we've already created for you. We'll create all of the accounts on the Web 2.0 properties, the Google Plus account, the Google account, the YouTube account, everything. We'll create all of the accounts to host or promote those videos. We'll run an internal promotion to get those videos noticed, so we'll syndicate it out to all those Web 2.0 properties that we created. And then we'll also run an extended linking promotion to get Google to rank these videos to the top of their search results. Around 2005, 2006, I began speaking all around the world about search engine optimization. If you Google my name, chances are you will see that I am known as a search engine optimization guru or expert. I think the word guru is kind of funny, but the reality is that this is what I'm known for. So I have innovated a process that goes far beyond what Fiverr could ever do for your videos, and I apply that knowledge and that skill set to your videos. Now, in the past, this would have cost a fortune. So just stay with me here. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how much my team can do this for you now. Other companies charge as much as $495 to create just one video. I shop our competitors monthly, and these are the outrageous fees they still charge. So just before I did this presentation, yesterday as a matter of fact, I contacted the company, and they said a 1-minute video would cost me $500, and that depending on the lighting, the location, how long the team had to be a part of the video process, it would just go up from there. So the reality is, you include their travel time, their creative license, their editing. You're probably looking at more along the lines of $800 to $1,500 for one video that we're creating for a lot less than that. And based on that alone, most people would expect to pay $2,500 for the videos and at least $500 per month for the accounts, dedicated tracked phone number, and ongoing promotion of the videos. And in all fairness, that's not really a bad price considering how much work goes into this. There is a considerable amount of work, and if you think about how much is a lead worth to you. If you get a hot lead, and in say 4 weeks they close on a house, and you're averaging anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 commissions for that house, and say you actually keep 50% of that, you're talking about this being worth anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 for one highly qualified lead that follows through the buying or selling process. Now, since this is all we do, we have a trained staff that can get this done efficiently and often quickly. And then when I say quickly, I did put that as a caveat in less than 2 weeks. In your mind right now, come up with a number that, if presented, you would find this as a no-brainer and realize how incredible of a value this is and jump on it ASAP. So based on what this would cost from other companies, I want you to put a number into the question box below. Just come up with a number that you think would be reasonable for a service like this and that you would pay without, needing to know any more. Just put that in right now. I'll wait. Okay. I'm seeing $1,000. I'm seeing $500 a month. I'm seeing $700, $800, $300. I'm seeing, okay, good. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all doing that. Would that number potentially be, and I've seen this in just the responses that just came through, would that number be $995 down and $195 a month? I think that would be fair. That's a fair price. Would that number be $500 or $495 down and $145 per month? I saw a couple of these right around that too. Some would call that an incredible deal, and when you consider the cost of just having 5 videos created, I would call that an incredible deal. But here's what we are going to do. We have refined this process, and this is all this team of mine does. We create the videos and we promote the videos and we generate leads. That is what we specialize in. We do nothing else. That's what we do. So how about $295 down and just $95 per month? I think that when you consider if you were to outsource any of this elsewhere or do it yourself, just the time investment alone is considerably more than this. One lead generated from this system per month more than pays for this for several months. One closing will pay for this service well over a year, and I would be surprised if you didn't secure several buyers or sellers in your first month alone. So to recap, we create a dedicated phone number that will allow you to track the effectiveness of this campaign. So basically, every phone call that comes in, this is how cool the system is. Not only are we able to tell where that call came from, when it came in, but all calls are also recorded if you ever want to audit the calls that came in to you, or if you have assigned an assistant to take these specific leads, you can audit how well they're doing for you. So it's all auditable. I mean, that service alone is expensive for most people. We'll also create 5 engaging videos. We have a very specific formula for this that gets viewers to call that phone number. We create all of the Web 2.0 accounts and to host and promote these videos. We run an initial promotion to get your videos noticed, and then we run an extended monthly linking campaign in order to get Google to take notice of these videos and rank them in their search engines. I think that you might agree that this is pretty popular. This is a pretty valuable service. Okay, let me see here. In the past, this would have cost a fortune. Let's see here. I think I have. There we go. Let me get back to where I was. This is what we do. This is, we make this work for you. And now this is where you have an advantage. But what if your time doesn't allow you to create accounts? You know what? I've already gone through this, so I apologize. Let's go back down here. This is the beauty of live. Live. Okay. So our goal is to make this a smooth transaction without wasting any of your time. It's valuable, and we respect that. So, by that, let me just, jump off and say this. For you to do what I've just put out is completely doable. I don't want to kid you and think that you can't do this. You can. Everybody can do this. You have Fiverr at your disposal. You have a brain. You can write descriptions. Being a little innovative, you can get a tracked phone number and track and be scientific about how and where these leads are coming from. You can close these people. So all of this can be done, but it requires time. That is the one thing you cannot get back. And in my world, I would much rather pay for a service that saves me time and allows me to do what I need to do than do it all myself. Okay. So again, we're a $295 setup. That includes the creation of 5 videos, gives you a tracked phone number, creates all the accounts, and promotes the accounts. The $95, that's a little bit of profit in our pocket, not a whole lot, but that pays for the linking on a monthly basis. And let me also tell you this. have not gone through this yet, but we're going to create more than 5 videos. There's a good chance you're going to get upwards of 10 to 20 videos. We've already created 18 for one agent. So we strive to over-deliver. We promise 5. But again, we over-deliver. That's just the motto of my company. The more leads you get and the better off better job that we can do for you, the happier you are, the longer you stay with us, and the better business is for both of us. So last but not least, remember that free website that we gave you for registering for this presentation, the one that you had to share or like on a social network in order to get that. We were charging $10 a month for that. That very same website, and I can show you proof that people have paid $695 for that lead generation website with customer relationship management backend added to it for free. When you become a customer of our lead generation package, we will also host that site for free. So we'll cancel that $10 a month hosting charge. And we'll even promote that site and the videos along with your dedicated phone number. So it's one thing that we give you this site. I mean, it's a beautiful site. You've seen the site. It's an incredible site. People have paid a lot of money for that site. But the reality is no website does anything without promotion. So yes, we could give you that site, and we are giving you that site. But how are you going to promote it? Yes, you can go to Fiverr and do exactly what I've mentioned earlier. But when you become a customer of ours and when we have a relationship together, I will also promote that site for you too. Now, I hope you see the value in this and act now. You're going to see an order link at the bottom of this video or below this video. Just click it, order, $295 down, $95 a month, and that is it. If you have questions, go ahead and post them in the question box below, and I'll just address those right now. Okay, wow, I'm already seeing questions coming in. Excellent. So the first question is how fast, once we secure, let me just paraphrase this because it's not written exactly like this. Once we secure our package, how long does it take? We strive that within 2 weeks we have all of the Web 2.0 accounts, the Google account, the YouTube account, all of it created within 2 weeks, and your first 5 videos created and promoting. So our goal, my goal as the owner of this company, my goal is for you to generate at least your first high quality lead that results in business in your pocket within 30 days. How can you do that? Well, the faster we get our job done, the faster you're able to get the leads. So it does take some time. I mean, I would love to say this will be done in 48 hours, but there's a lot of manual setup process involved with this. So 2 weeks is what we promise, and it generally takes about a week for the search engines and people to start noticing the videos, and that gives another week, essentially within the first month, for our phone calls to start coming in. But they do. I mean, we have not had a case yet where phone calls did not come in. So that's what we strive for. We do strive to make this quicker and get the leads in. In my opinion, if you see your first lead the first month, you're going to stay with us forever because we've just paid for our efforts just paid for it. So I hope that answers that question. Next question is, do you have a money back guarantee? Unfortunately, no, we don't. We're priced at $295 down, and that's the setup. It's a lot of manual labor included with that has to be paid for. That $295 pretty much goes out 100% to the labor that's involved with this. We have overhead that's involved. If this was not a service, I would say yes, but this is a 100% service. Let me tell you where we make our money. We make our money in volume. And at this stage in the game, you're the first people to see this webinar. We are banking on, say having several hundred real estate agents around the entire country using our service at some point in time in, say, the next 6 months or so. So the $95 per month is where we make some money. It's not a lot of money, so volume is where we profit as a company. Not the $295, that's used up in just the creation of this. And the $95, half of that goes to the linking process, and the other half just goes to the management of the system and profit for our company. So I'm very straight up and very straightforward with you on how we run as a company. So yes, we will make money as a company when we have a lot of agents on board, but not just not in the beginning. And because of that, I guess to the point of the matter is that's why we can't offer we don't have a money back guarantee. So once that, you need to be very sure that this is what you want. Again, one thing that we don't do that other companies do, especially search engine optimization companies. And I'm telling you, this is one thing that strikes a nerve on me, is they require you to have a contractual commitment. 60 days, 6 months, a year contract, and you're locked in. I mean, if you cancel, they are very aggressive about pursuing collections of that. One thing that we don't do, I don't make you sign a contract. I don't. If you want to cancel, after 1 month and and the day before your first $95 billing, by all means you can do that, and so be it. We just part as friends, and that's it. What we will do when you do cancel is take back that phone number. But for the most part, the promotion stays. And we'll try to sell those assets that we generated for you to somebody else in your area. Again, I'm not pulling any punches here. I'm telling you exactly how it is. So we require no contracts whatsoever. You can cancel at any time. I have the business belief that if we kick butt for you, there's no reason for you to ever leave. We are a lead generation channel at that point in time that pays for itself in the leads that we generate, and we have a happy customer. That is how I like to do business. That's how I like to do business with other companies, and that's how I prefer other companies to do business with me. So we have no contracts. Let's see what else. Can you show us an example video that we can replicate? No. And the only reason I'm saying that is we have a very proprietary formula that we reserve exclusively for those that hire our service. If I were to show you this now, you could just copy it. And while I'm telling you that Kinetic and whiteboard videos work, by all means they work. And figure you could just do that yourself. But I don't want to give our formula out and take anything away from the people that do hire us. It's respectful to them and he does give us an advantage. Again, I'm just telling you like it is. Love the presentation. Great job. Thank you for laying it all out. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cindy. That was a very kind thing for you to say. One of the things that I like to do on these presentations is lay everything out for you. There's nothing that you can't implement here. I've given you a great resource for those that aren't comfortable with the technical side of things, and that's Fiverr.com. You can get the videos created there. You can get the social promotion created there. You can get the Google and YouTube accounts created there. You can get the Google links created there. You can get it all done there. And really, the only thing that you have to do is come up with the description and a tracked phone number. So, this is easy to do for yourself. But let me ask you this. Would you rather figure this out on your own and spend weeks, if not months, figuring it out, or simply use me, who is an expert at this, that can do it quickly and knows exactly what we're doing? Of course. I mean, I would hope that you would, think number two. We price this at a ridiculously low fee. You can't even do a direct mail campaign to a local zip code in your area for less than what we're charging for this. So, I say, if you were to ask, if I was just a friend of yours and you were to ask what I thought of this, I'd say, suck it up. $300 to test out a marketing campaign. The $95 doesn't kick in until month number 1, 30 days after you get to have the setup. So it's really $300 out of pocket. If the campaign works for you, great, keep using it. If the campaign doesn't work for you, maybe try another month or two, see if it pans out at that point in time. If not, chalk it up as a loss, and you write it off as a marketing expense. We part ways. As a company, I will tell you this: if it's not working for you, I'm going to do whatever I can to make it work for you, because one thing I absolutely refuse to have are unhappy customers. So, just contact us if it's not working out for you. If you're generating one lead a month that pans out for you, I also like testimonials. So by all means, write to me and tell me exactly how well this is working for you. And quite frankly, I incentivize those that give me great feedback. So if you come back to me and say, hey, this is working out well, there's a great chance you'll get a nice little gift in the mail. I do it all the time. Heck, we send out gift baskets every single day. So if this is working for you, just let us know. You might get a little box of chocolates in the mail. Not that should be an incentive for signing up for us. It's just my way of saying thanks for taking a little extra action. Looks like most of the other questions are just asking if we can do it. Well, one of them here is saying that they were approached by another company that offered something similar, and they were asking for $3,000 down. So there you go. That should very well tell you. Another guy, this is interesting, Rob, I appreciate this one. He was saying he was approached by a lead generation company recently that wanted to charge him $12 per phone call that came in. Well, on the one hand, if you're only getting 1 or 2 calls a month, that's an awesome marketing deal, right? That's a great deal if those leads actually pan out and they're not doing what's commonly known as brokering the same lead out to 5 different sources, which is common. All of the leads that we generate for you are exclusive. It's to a tracked phone number that is dedicated just to you. If you get 1 lead a month or 1,000 leads a month, that's all yours for the exact same price. So we work on a totally different model than those companies. And while I work on that model whenever we're doing paid advertising, this is not that business model. Our business model here is we want the monthly continuity. If you generate 1,000 leads from it, so be it. You do it. And that is it's all yours to keep, close, and make money from. So the more money you make, the happier you are, and the longer you stay with us. So guys, gals, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Feel free, if you have other questions, and I'm more than happy to respond privately to you afterwards. Feel free to just post your questions in the box below, and I will return your email with an answer that, I just one way or the other, I'll return your email generally within 24 hours. So I'm very accessible, and I want to say thank you for your time today. Hope you take advantage of our very unique service, and I look forward to hearing about your profitable stories. Talk soon.